Are you looking for a relaxing spotlight paint color that's not too light, it's not too dark? Then perhaps Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel just might be the right paint color for your home. But there's some important details that you need to know about this paint color before deciding to paint it in your home. Today I'm going to share with you the undertones of Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel by comparing it with some contrasting paint colors so that you can see the undertones yourself. And then I'm going to compare it with some other spotlight paint colors so that you get a better idea about Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel. And then towards the end of this video, I'm going to share with you a few valuable tips that you should know about Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel. Watch what happens when I compare this to Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace, which is considered a true white. Watch this. When you compare Benjamin Moore Chantilly lace with Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel, this is where you're going to see the blue-gray undertones in Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel. Now watch what happens when I compare this to Benjamin Moore Western Flax, which is considered a yellow. Watch this. When you compare Benjamin Moore Western Flax with Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel, this is where you're going to see the blue-green-gray undertones in Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel. Now that you know that Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel has blue-green-gray undertones, which falls into the categories of spotlight paint colors, what I want to do now is compare it with some other spotlight paint colors to help give you an idea of what makes this paint color so unique. So watch what happens when I compare it with a popular paint color called Sherwin-Williams Sea Salt. And by the way, I have a color review about this paint color. Go to my website, check it out. Now watch this. When you compare Sherwin-Williams Sea Salt, you're going to notice two things. Number one, Sherwin-Williams Sea Salt is warmer than Fleur de Sel. Fleur de Sel is cooler than Sea Salt. And number two, you're going to notice how pronounced that blue-green is in Sherwin-Williams Sea Salt. And notice how Fleur de Sel is lighter. You just have just a touch of that blue-green-gray. Now watch what happens when I compare it with another popular spotlight paint color called Benjamin Moore Healing Aloe. Watch this. When you compare Benjamin Moore Healing Aloe, you're going to notice two things. Fleur de Sel is lighter than Healing Aloe, and notice how Healing Aloe has got more warmth to it. It has that green-blue in there, and notice how Fleur de Sel, it leans a little bit more on the gray side. Now watch what happens when I compare it with Benjamin Moore Gray Cashmere, which has blue-green-gray undertones just like Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel. Watch this. When you compare Gray Cashmere with Fleur de Sel, again, you're going to notice how Fleur de Sel is lighter than Gray Cashmere, and notice how Gray Cashmere is warmer than Fleur de Sel. What I want you to know about Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel is that it has blue-green-gray undertones, and typically it's considered a light spotlight paint color, but it's super important that you get a sample of this paint color and compare it with your fixed elements and your interior decor. I want you to get this right, and the last thing I want you to do is to make a costly mistake. For those of you that want to save time and get it right the first time, I highly recommend you go to my website, check out my online packages. I can help you with both interior and exterior. And please read the reviews, see what clients have to say. I would love to help you. Next, I'm going to share with you a few valuable tips that you should know about Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel. Tip number one, Fleur de Sel pairs really well with cool fixed elements. So for those of you out there that have off-white countertops, or maybe you have Carrara marble flooring, or even if you have gray flooring, then Fleur de Sel could be the perfect paint color for your home. Tip number two, when it comes to lighting, Sherwin-Williams Fleur de Sel excels in south-facing rooms. It's going to look like that soft, relaxing, and soothing blue-green-gray. But if you have a north-facing room, then don't be surprised if it leans more on the gray side, and sometimes it can look dingy. So it's really important that you pair it correctly with what you have in your home. If you found this video helpful, please put a like, let me know. And for those of you that want to learn everything that you need to know about paint colors, I highly recommend you to subscribe to this channel. I upload 3 new videos every week. I would love to have you here. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.